Guys, I really feel like a student again, and I love that feeling. And every single day, I'm studying more and more and more. I'm really studying a lot about algorithmic trading. I'm studying a lot about plants. You can see the health of my tree. This is really good health. The leaves of this one, they feel really good. Guys, I want to show you this artwork too. I got this one from one of the members of the community. Beautiful artwork. It's infinite love, as you can see right here. Very interesting symbol. But I'm also, guys, on a daily basis, like I said, I'm studying the works of William Delbert Gann. William Delbert Gann was basically the technical analyst in the history of all technical analysts, which has been the most accurate. And one famous quote that he says is, "Time is more important than price." And I've been already studying W.D. Gann since 6 years ago because this guy is grabbing my attention. I really resonate with the things that he's saying, but right now I'm a little bit older and I can understand the things that he explained better because it is so much in depth. It's even difficult to explain. You cannot even explain it in a simple manner because you need to go through a certain obstacles in order to understand it, in order to be initiated in his teachings. And it really takes a lot of time, but I'm really dedicated right now for this to spend a lot of time and to learn this. And in today's video, guys, I want to share a simple thing that I've learned and what I think is going to basically measure from a rough perspective when the next alt season is going to be there. So I'm going to show you right now in the chart when that next alt season is there, guys. Let's jump straight into it. And before we are jumping into this, guys, it's really important to remain a lifelong student. Always study. Look for the things that really grab your attention, that interest you, that ignite a spark in you, that makes your eye go like bling. Chase that. And always learn. Okay, guys, so this video will be very simple. Today I just have been contemplating and looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart, and I'm just going to share the insights that I got on this chart and also predicting when this chart, actually also based on Gann principles, is going to make the next alt season. So I want to start off, guys, with taking this low right here, which is at 35%, this high right here, which is at 73%. And like I said, it's going to be very simple. Why this low? This is the lowest point ever measured. Why this high? This is the highest point measured after that low. Now it's going to be very important to think in terms of time. Time is more important than price. So it took from this low, and let's zoom a little bit in, guys, because this is going to be important. And it took from this low right here all the way up to this high. It took 1,080 days. Right? We got a high right here. We got a mini alt season when this one came down. Doesn't look like we had that recently. Doesn't really matter because we're just looking at the beginning and ending at the end point, because it's about time. Time needs to meet price. In this case, it is the Bitcoin dominance. It needs to meet each other at a certain level. That is the moment it can reverse. So if it goes zigzag in a straight line or it just moves sideways and then just go up, it doesn't really matter. It just matters that at the end of the time it should meet a certain criteria, it should meet a certain reversal point. So this is 1,080 days. Well, when I was looking at this one, guys, this is very interesting. We have a low right here. This is the lowest point measured before the previous highest point, right? This is the new swing low. And if we are going to measure from this low till 1,080 days right here, we come on August 2025. That is not so long from right now. Right now, we are, of course, at the end of April. So we have April, May, June, July, and then August. That's also why I have been saying and screaming over on Twitter and here on YouTube, guys, I believe Bitcoin is igniting a rally right now, last phase of the bull market. I'm expecting 130,000 plus by the end of July, August. Once we are reaching those levels, and this completely fits in that image, once Bitcoin reaches 130 plus in July, August, bam, that confidence in Bitcoin will make sure that the Bitcoin dominance is going to drop, and we are going to see massive rallies in altcoins. And I'm really talking about massive rallies. Why do I think that? Because based on my personal analysis that I'm doing, we are seeing a big delay. So in terms of time and price, there is a huge delay in altcoins. What does that mean? The rubber band is pulled to the extent of the lowest levels, but we are already further in time. So based on time, these altcoins should already trade higher than that we are trading right now, which means that we are just getting closer to that point where it should trade higher. So based on time, these things, based on my personal analysis, guys, and like I said, I cannot share all the things that I found, like I cannot explain everything. I will be busy for weeks making videos right here on YouTube because I'm literally sitting every single day, 8 to 10 hours, going over these works. Maybe even more, like reading books, going online, like analyzing all these things. So the only thing that I can share right here are some conclusions that I made based on these analysis, right? So I really believe that this is a very likely scenario that from now till the next coming months, we are going to see massive rally in Bitcoin. This is based on time analysis. We are going to see most likely at the end of August, maybe a little bit earlier, early August, but in the month of August, this is the time window that the Bitcoin dominance is going to top. And it's either going to top, this is also again my analysis based on GAN principles, it's either, and let me put a line right here at the end of August right here. So we are pretty close, man. We are pretty close to this. And guys, the level that I'm expecting the Bitcoin dominance to top, it's either this white line right here at 64. 64 is an important number in the Bitcoin dominance. Definitely a very important number. Maybe we're even going to see the reversal a little bit earlier. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. But it's also possible because structure-wise, guys, we already had this rising channel. We broke out to the upside. Maybe we even touched these highs again at 72%. I don't know. Like I said, time in this case is more important than price. Bitcoin is just igniting a rally right now. I'm expecting this rally to continue. It will definitely act like a magnet for liquidity, which basically means that the Bitcoin dominance is probably going to go up. Doesn't necessarily mean that your favorite altcoin goes down in US dollar terms, but it doesn't grow as much as Bitcoin does. But like I said, in August, I'm expecting this to top. And once this tops in August, we are going to see a very beautiful altcoin season with insane rallies, because like I said, the alt season and the levels that we are trading right now is very much delayed. And when I do time analysis on these altcoins, we should already be trading at way higher levels. So either we are some way we are bearish and altcoins are just not going to pick up steam anymore. That is another option. Or everything is just delayed, which is possible, right? Everything is just delayed. That will just make the move go faster. Guys, I hope this makes sense for every single one of you. It does for me. If you want more of these videos, drop it in the comment section down below, guys. Let me know what you're interested in. Let me know what ignites your spark. I'm very curious about that. So guys, if you are looking for some emotional support, join the community, because there are many people who are very eager to answer your questions, also concerning trading, concerning everything, right? We need to become a tight group with a similar mindset so we can navigate through the world, find each other, create beautiful experiences, build beautiful things, make a beautiful harmonic world with all of us, right? Connect. It's important to connect and not to be polarized and being in the corner of the right and the left and like screaming to each other, having like there's not the time for that. The time right now is really to connect, be there for each other, help other people. Sounds maybe a little bit like hippie, but it's just if you help other people, you're actually helping yourself. Once you realize that, you come already a long way. Okay, guys, that was it for today's video. I'm going to continue to study on a daily basis. I really have the privilege and the time to do that also. That's really beautiful. And yeah, don't be afraid to invest time to develop yourself, because in the end, everything that you learn, everything that you invest your time in will pay out sooner or later. This is one of the lessons that I learned in my life. Sometimes you can work 2 years without any single reward, but those 2 years will be rewarded to you at some point in the future. The rewards are coming. Everything that you do for your own personal development will have a reward in the future. Although you cannot see it directly, it doesn't matter. You gotta have faith. It will come in the future, because it does come. It always comes. But it also works in the other direction. And I can see myself also in that. If you, for example, eat unhealthy, or you scroll a lot on social media, or you consume a lot of violence, violence on the screen, this is also sowing seeds, and these seeds will also be reaped in the future. So you choose the seeds that you are going to sow. And if you are choosing to sow seeds of love, self-development, then these were the things you are going to reap in the future. And that's what it's all about. So don't get stuck on instant gratification, that you need directly a reward for all the things that you're doing right now. No, just see it as a process. Every little thing that you do today will have a reward in the future. And that reward can also be in terms of health, can be in terms of mental health, can be in terms of a feeling of luck, feeling of gratitude. All these things, they will help you basically to play the game of life. Okay, guys, enough preaching for today, okay? I'll thank you for watching, because I love to go through this process together with you. So I'm basically not alone. That's a really big thing, actually, because normally I can actually be quite lonely. I think many of you guys have that too, because if you think about your interest, where would you fit in the world around you? Well, sometimes it looks maybe a little bit difficult or weird, but we definitely fit in this online community. So there is a group where we fit in, but the group is just spread around the world. And maybe that was the strategy all along, when we came to this planet, to like diversify already, not only in investments, but diversify our souls across the globe, because then we can put these anchors in different countries and different cities. But it's also nice to come together and to connect. Right, but generally, guys, the topics that I talk about in these videos, I have not really people that I talk with on a physical level that are doing the same things as me, and maybe that's also good, because it brings quite unique opportunities, right? Like, not everyone likes to do this work. It is very much time consuming. You have to be very dedicated, and not a lot of people want to do that. But that also brings the bigger reward, because if you then succeed, you are one of the few people who have a certain understanding that most people don't have, because they are just not willing to invest that time. And that is not only with trading, that is going on with everything. That is with everything that you choose to develop yourself in. That can be with literally every subject. Right, but just realize that it's never wasted, it's never thrown away, because the knowledge that you carry here, guys, is really, really valuable. Think about a situation where we have like a Great Depression, the banks are bankrupt, crypto goes to zero, everything just shuts down. I'm just calling a crazy scenario, Black Swan event, like you name it. World is going pretty crazy, right? but the knowledge that you have right here, the mindset that you have right here, if you have a mindset that always attracts certain health, attracts like health, because you have a healthy mindset, it attracts good and positive relationships, it attracts wealth, it attracts abundance, then everything can be stripped away from you, but just in a matter of months. You know, everything will be back at your feet because you are magnetic. You are drawing these things within you, and that's also with your knowledge. The knowledge also carries a certain vibration, frequency, certain magnetic field. Knowledge will make it able for you to steer better between the storms of life, make better decisions, which have better outcomes, which means that when things are stripped away from you, you're back at your position in no time because you are structurally good, because you have invested that time. It's nice to get material gains. Of course, we all want material gains, but if you really want true certainty, it's not material gains. This is more certainty, future certainty for success than, for example, the money you own right now. Okay, guys, now really enough preaching. Thank you for watching. Wish you all a beautiful day. See you all in the next video. Bye-bye.